Okay, so just we'll recollect on the parameterization concept. So there are two types of, I can say, parameterization nothing but to pass multiple user input values instead of same value, correct? Where we have parameter types and parameter methods, right? And in parameter types, we have date and time, file, random number, iteration number, load generator, XML, user defined variable, custom, right? Unique number. Those are the various parameter types are there. Then parameter methods. So sequential, random, unique, and the sequential again contains sequential each iteration, each occurrence, sequential ones, then random, random each iteration, random each occurrence, random ones, then unique. So unique each iteration contains again out of value policy. So the first one is unique each iteration about the user, continue in cyclic manner, then continue with last value. Similarly for unique each occurrence, and then for unique ones there is no out of value policy, right? So these are the concepts we learn on the parameterization, correct? So any confusion guys on this parameterization concept, everyone?
No, no.
Okay, now let's move on to the next concept called page validation.
Screen record.
Yeah, sure. So next concept called page validation. So what do you mean by page validation? Means, say, when I replay my script, whether I'm getting proper response from the server or not. And when I record, when I replay this request, whether I got proper response from the server. అంటే ఈ రిక్వెస్ట్ మనం సర్వర్ ని హిట్ చేసినప్పుడు సర్వర్ విల్ రెస్పాండ్ బ్యాక్ ప్రాపర్లీ ఆర్ నాట్. దట్స్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్, I can say, ప్రాపర్ గా రెస్పాండ్ అవుతుందా లేదా. How we can validate it means by using the page validation. Okay, now if you see here, say for example, if you select this request, ఈ request select చేసి, if you go to the view snapshot, మనకు snapshot ఉంది కదా డైనమిక్ వాల్యూ ఐడెంటిఫై చేసేదానికి. Now మనం as of now we are identifying the dynamic value in the response body by selected HTTP data. By selected HTTP data. In the record response body HTTP data లో మనం డైనమిక్ వాల్యూస్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తాం. దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ సర్వర్ జనరేటెడ్ రెస్పాన్స్ బాడీ. అంతే కదా, మనం ఈ రిక్వెస్ట్ పంపించిన తర్వాత సర్వర్ విల్ గివ్ రెస్పాన్స్ బ్యాక్. దట్ డేటా విల్ బి అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ ద రెస్పాన్స్ బాడీ. వాట్ అబౌట్ ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు సీ దిస్ request response page? What response we have received from the server? ఆ పేజ్ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే then you can go to the page view. So if you see here, using the page view may affect view-user performance and it is therefore disable the default. We recommended using HTTP data instead, but still we can enable. How? So you can enable page view in tools, options, scripting, snapshot. So where we have to enable this page view? So go to tools, options, scripting, snapshot. So enable HTTP page view option in snapshot pane. Enable HTTP page view option in the snapshot pane. So enable this one just click on OK. Now just go to the app, then click on again the request where we can able to see the page view. Correct? Now if you see the replay, in the replay whether we got the proper page or not, record and response. So this is the recording. During the recording, what page we got it. During the replay, what page we got it. Now let's go back to user init. Let's take the first page onwards. What is the first page? This is the first page. Correct. Now see the recording. During the recording, so what page we got? We got the username and password page, right? During the replay, same. Correct. Which means we are getting proper response from the server. And then now how I can validate whether during the replay whether I am getting this successful page or not means, so each and every page contains the page name. Each and every page contains the page name called page title. Each and every page name called contains page title. Page title untadi each and every page. Okay. How? Now just go click on again HTTP data. You can see the title. I can say here. So title it's showing as 301 moved permanently. But if you click on again next request, you can able to see what is the title. What is the title here? So let's go back and see the title. What is the name of the title? Web Tours. Correct. What is the title? Web Tours. Correct. Now if you see the next request, what is the title here? No title for this request. Now next select the next request. What is the title here? Web Tours. Now what is the next title? I can say next page title. If you see here, title is Web Tours Navigation Bar. Right? So title Web Tours, title Web Tours, title Web Tours Navigation Bar. Which means under ప్రతి ఒక్క request ki each and every request having the name of the title, I can say the page title. Now how we can get this page title means, so if you remember in the recording options, okay, so let's see the recording options. Now in the recording options, if you go to the specifically advanced, where we enable an option called generate web bridge find function for page titles. Generate web bridge find function for page titles. This automatically captures the page title for each request, I can see each transaction during the script recording. During the script recording, it generates web bridge find function for page titles. If you see here in the script, if you see for each request, you can able to see a page title using a function called web bridge find function. Web bridge find function. On the web bridge find function, right? So this function will place and what type of text? Text is nothing but the title name. what type of title name we want to validate it, right? So WebRegifine function, text equal to WebTours. Okay, so this is the text. So which, this request generates the page title. Okay, now if you see the login also, let's see the login request. So what is the title it contains? Login. So title also WebTours, and if you see on more request, here it's showing another title. You can keep any one title, not only always the first request title, you can keep any other title. Now let's take this is the page title. Okay, right? And okay, so let's take this text for login. So I'm copying this title. Now let's go back to the script. Instead of WebTours, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to paste that welcome to WebTours. Right, this is the last request, right? And let's go to the next request. What is the next request? Here also it's showing as WebTours only for click on flights. This is the common title where it's showing. So that is the reason if you see here, it's showing as common first request title is, if you see the first request title is WebTours only. But if you select the next request where you can see the WebTours navigation bar, right? And next request we'll see. So what is the next request? Flight selection, right? You can take any one text. Let's take navigation bar. So let's copy and paste here. Okay, anyhow here navigation bar is there. Now let's take copy this. Okay, next one. What is the next transaction? Okay, here it's automatically captured the flight selection, right? For click on flights. Now let's see the flight. Now here only one request. It's given the flight selection title. Copy this now. So the same thing will be there in the WebRegifine here. WebRegifine function, it's showing as flight selection. Okay, no need to modify. Next transaction. So flight reservation for select flight. Now let's see the select flight. What is the title? So it's showing the same title, flight reservation. Copy. Flight reservation. Okay. Next one. Now reservation mode question mark. Sorry. So copy this. Okay. Let's take the text. What text it contains? This request. Make payment. Now if you see here, the title is same. Copy. Next, user end, sign off. Now again sign off contents. Title is WebTours. Home is WebTours navigation bar. Let's take the WebTours title. Okay. Alright. Now, alright. Now let's see here the web tours. These are the different titles. Okay. Now let's take okay. Let's replay the script, and we changed the some of the titles, right? Let's see. Okay, it will fail. Why? Because we have not started the server, right? Okay, so let me run the script. Okay. I guess we given the iterations, right? So that is the reason it running multiple iterations. Okay, no problem. 6 iterations. So let me change the iterations to 1. Okay, click on save. Okay, so if you see that, like, we changed the names, right? I can say the titles in the login what we given. I'm sorry, let's take here login, welcome to web tours. It succeeded, correct? Otherwise, if I give, let me give the invalid text. I'm sorry, here let me give invalid text. We'll see what happens. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నాను, ఇన్వాలిడ్ టైటిల్, పేజ్ టైటిల్ ఇస్తున్నా. ఏమవుతుందో చూద్దాం, జస్ట్ వెరిఫికేషన్ కోసం. ఏమైంది? ఫెయిల్ అయింది. వాట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ ఫర్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ చూద్దాం. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్? వీ గాట్ ఇట్. టెక్స్ట్ ఈక్వల్ టు వెల్కమ్ టు వెబ్ టూర్స్ 123 not found for WebRidge find function. Correct? Welcome to web tours 123 not found for WebRidge find function. Correct? Which means this text server did not send back to the user. Means, so if you see here, like we user in it, so let's see the snapshot. What is the response we have received? We have received response, welcome to navigation bar, web tours navigation bar. Now here we will see welcome to web tours, the response we received from the server. But what type of validation we are doing here? Welcome to web tours 123, right? Welcome to web tours 123, correct? So this is the response we are validating, but actual server generated the response called welcome to web tours. So rendu match avutunnaya? It's not matching, right? So that is the reason it failed this WebRidge find function in the output. Correct? So if I remove 1 2 3, it will give the success. Why? Because so this welcome to web tours text we are receiving from the server properly, so both are matching. So that is the reason it success the request. Now is it succeeded? right? So like this you can validate the text whether you got proper response you are receiving from the server or not for each transaction by placing the titles using WebRidgeFind function. Using the WebRidgeFind function. Correct? Now let's take the page validation. Let me remove this. So so page validation will be done in two ways. In two ways. Page validation will be done in two ways. So one is text validation. Text validation. Another one is image validation. First one is text validation, other one is image validation. So the first one, text validation, which we discussed, text validation. So the text validation is nothing but what type of text we want to validate it. So where we are keeping the text in the WebRidgeFind function. Correct? Right? Correct? So this is the text we are validating. So that's called as text validation. So what is text validation? So in order to validate the request response, in order to validate the request response from the server using the page title. Using the page title. So that's called as the text validation. So text validation will be done using the function called web_ridge_find function. Web_ridge_find function. Text validation will be done using a function called web_ridge_find function. Okay? Any confusion, guys? Have a confusion on that till so far. So how we can validate whether we are getting proper response from the server by placing the page title above the request. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూసారంటే ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ రిక్వెస్ట్ కి సో అబౌవ్ ద రిక్వెస్ట్ ఇట్ ప్లేస్డ్ WebRidgeFind ఫంక్షన్. ఏం చేస్తుంది ఇదంటే సో ఫస్ట్ ఇట్ విల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ దిస్ ఫంక్షన్. ఇది ఈ ఫంక్షన్ WebRidgeFind ఫంక్షన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే ఈ టెక్స్ట్ ని రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకుంటుంది. వన్స్ ఈ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఈ టెక్స్ట్ ఆ సర్వర్ నుంచి వచ్చిన రెస్పాన్స్ లో ఉందా లేదా వ్యాలిడేట్ చేసుకుంటుంది. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆ టెక్స్ట్ ప్రాపర్ గా వచ్చిందంటే దెన్ WebRidgeFind విల్ సక్సెస్, ఎల్స్ WebRidgeFind ఫంక్షన్ విల్ ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది. ఎలా అనేది చూద్దాం. నా కంట్రోల్ హోమ్ నా చూద్దాం. If you see WebRidgeFind function started, what is next? Registering WebRidgeFind function was successful. Correct? తరువాత ఏమవుతుందో చూద్దాం. So request execute in the WebTours request started. Then see that response. What is the response we received? Here, registered web bridge find successful for text web tours count equal to 6. Count equal to 6. సక్సెస్ఫుల్ అయిందా అంటే రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాతే మనకి సక్సెస్ అని వచ్చిందా? కరెక్ట్. నా ఇంకొక వెబ్ రిచ్ ఫైండ్ చూద్దాం. సో వెబ్ రిచ్ ఫైండ్ స్టార్టెడ్, registered web bridge find function successful, then transaction login transaction started. Now come down. So this is the request executed. Once request successful, then what is the registered web bridge find successful for text welcome to WebTours. Success అయిందా? ఈ టెక్స్ట్ ఐడెంటిఫై అయిందా? వెల్కమ్ టు WebTours అనే టెక్స్ట్ సో రెస్పాన్స్ లో మనకి వచ్చింది. So like this, the web bridge find function will execute. First it registers the text. Once the request executed, so based on the response we received from the server, if the text is matched, then it shows the registered web bridge find function successful for the page title called welcome to WebTours count equal to 1. Correct? Everyone? Any confusion?
No, no.
So like this, the web bridge find function will works. Okay? Right. Now, so here the text validation not only web bridge find function, మనం వెబ్ బ్రిడ్జ్ ఫైండ్ ఫంక్షన్ ద్వారా మనం ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు అన్ని సక్సెస్ అయ్యాయి. నౌ లెట్స్ టేక్ యూజర్ ఇనిట్ ఓన్లీ. యూజర్ ఇనిట్ లోనే లెట్స్ టేక్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్. సో 1 2 3 అని ఇస్తున్నాను. నౌ లెట్స్ రీప్లే అయినప్పుడు అల్టిమేట్లీ ఇట్ ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది కదా. లెట్స్ సే బట్ so text WebTours 1 2 3 not found for web bridge find. Correct? So ఇలా కాకుండా సో మనం ఇన్వాలిడ్ టెక్స్ట్ ఇచ్చాం కాబట్టి ఫెయిల్ అయింది. బట్ వీ డోంట్ నో వాట్ టెక్స్ట్ వీ హ్యావ్ రిసీవ్డ్, హౌ మెనీ టైమ్స్ దిస్ WebTours టెక్స్ట్ వీ హ్యావ్ రిసీవ్డ్ అనేది మనం ఇప్పుడు గెట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు ఇక్కడ చూసారంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లెట్స్ రీప్లే అండ్ సి WebTours అనే టెక్స్ట్ ఎన్ని టైమ్స్ వస్తుందో చూద్దాం. Okay. Now, if you come down, if you see here, so how many times the WebTours text count it appeared? Any times in the WebTours text?
6 times.
6 times. Now, web bridge find function not only validate the text in the titles, it will verify in entire response. Entire response title ఒకటే కాకుండా ఎంటైర్ రెస్పాన్స్ లో ఈ WebTours అనే టెక్స్ట్ ఎన్నిసార్లు అపియర్ అయిందో చెక్ చేసుకుంటది. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ అపియర్స్ ఇట్ కౌంట్ as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till how many times the text is appeared in the response. Okay, correct. Registered WebRidge find successful for text equal to web2's count equal to 6 ante, which means that 6 times the web2's అనే text appear అయింది దేంట్లో the first request. Correct. And then right. So now let's see the next request. What is the next request? Login. Correct. So let's see in the login request how many times welcome to WebTours is appeared. Any times appear in the? One time appear in the. Right. Now let's see the next one. Next one, click on flights. Click on flights lo em text pettam. Welcome, sorry, WebTours navigation bar any times appear in the? One time appear in the. Antena? Next, search flight. Search flight lo em text pettam ఎన్నిసార్లు appear అయిందో చూద్దాం. So flight selection count equal to 1. One time appear in the. Next one, what is the next one? Flight reservation count equal to 1. Correct. Next one, sign off. Awesome. Now WebTours count equal to 5. So which means in sign off lo any times WebTour text appear in the 5 times. Okay, right? Correct. So which means now ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ ద కౌంట్. వాట్ అబౌట్ నా కౌంట్ 0 వచ్చిందంటే వాట్ డూ యూ మీన్ దట్? ఏంటి దాని అర్థం 0 వస్తే? ఇప్పుడు మనకు 1, 2, 5, 6 అలా వస్తున్నాయి కదా. సో వాట్ అబౌట్ ఇఫ్ కౌంట్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0? 0 వస్తే ఏమని అర్థం? కౌంట్ 0 అని వస్తే ఏమని అర్థం? Which means we are not getting the text from the server. అంతేనా? Guys, so if I get count equal to 0, which means I'm not getting proper response from the server. Okay, just 5 minutes guys, I will be back. So, my wife and bus ఎక్కిచ్చేసి just 5 minutes guys. కదా. Now ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేయాలంటే we have to write the some validation.